Coming up at halftime, we'll do a senior night salute to number 22, Jamar Smith. Replay some of his highlights of his career, all the way back to his freshman season when he scored a big touchdown against Brantley County. And then we'll do a little Q&A with Jamar and ask him questions about himself to see what he remembers about his career. And he did pretty well. I guess technically he got 2 out of 3. I'm going to miss Jamar Smith. Been watching him since he was a 6th grader running the football for the middle school. He's back out on the field. They announced tonight that he was going to Eastern Kentucky. He's going to mention Eastern Kentucky in the halftime interview. Back goes McBride on the play fake, dumps it down the right side of Tyrese Kent. He catches the ball inside the 25 and twists and turns down to the 20-yard line. Beautiful pass from McBride, and Kent used his speed to get open down the near sideline. Dawgs with a big play to start off the second quarter. And the Bulldog fans have something to cheer about on senior night. But it was a freshman who threw the football, and it was a junior who caught it. Jamar Smith in the ball game, right behind Dalton McBride. Dawgs down at the Brantley County 17, trailing 20-0. Daniel Baker moving around at his wide receiver slot. Now he's set, and Jamar runs the football, makes a move, turns his back, kind of backs his way down to the 12-yard line. So Jamar with an effective run, not at full speed, but he gained 6. McBride back in the shotgun on 3rd and 2. Gives it to Jamar again, not moving at full speed, but able to find a little space, really moving sideways that time. Now did he get enough to get the first down? The official says yes. Another first down brought to you by All Clean. What are they going to do? Dalton McBride keeps the football, takes a hit, and did the ball come out? I see a beanbag down, and the Herons are pointing, and oh no. Brantley County has recovered the football in the end zone. The Bulldogs denied a touchdown. What a tough season for the Bulldogs. You get down that deep, try to make it 20-6 and 20-7, and you turn it over. All the Herons looking at their wrists. You know, the Bulldogs used those wrist things back in 2008 when Shane Williamson came here and they ran the spread. Bulldogs will eat up a play quarterback, keeping the football, tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Good play there. May have been Wayne Denson. Now it's Darius Scott, 49, making the tackle. 8:39 to go, second quarter. Brantley County leading the Bulldogs 20-0. Loss of 4 on the play, so a good play by a senior Bulldog who's emerged as a fine linebacker, but tonight he's lining up on the line of scrimmage. Played defensive line last year and offensive line. They sweep it off to the left and get the ball to the 20, and the Bulldogs will make a tackle up around the 25-yard line. Jake Davis, Alex Ashley coming over. With 2 receivers on each side of the quarterback, and 1 back in the backfield, as the quarterback will run it up the middle, and the Bulldogs will hit him successfully and bring him down in a gang tackle situation right around the 28-yard line. That makes it 4th down. Jamar Smith in the backfield. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Motion from Javon Edwards. He'll take the ball and run it on a sweep. Goes to the 45, to the 50, running down the sideline. He's inside the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, 15, to the 10, to the 5, and Javon Edwards has scored a long touchdown of 57 yards. A sweep off to the left. Nothing but green grass to run down. Right in front of the Heron fans, Javon Edwards for 57, a Bulldog senior, scoring a big touchdown. You know, he scored a lot of touchdowns when he was a B-teamer, but here's a big moment for him on senior night. Well, now some excitement. Jamar Smith holding, and the kick by Rosales is up in the air, and it is good. Good news for the Bulldogs. They're on their scoreboard. Down 20-7, 6:33 to play in the half as we break on Y101. Alex Ashley walks to the line of scrimmage. Motion man, and the quarterback keeps the football. And Darius Scott and Nathaniel Baker, a couple of Bulldog seniors, will wrap them up behind the line of scrimmage. Cold out also in there, another Dawgs senior. Loss of 2 to make it 2nd and 12. So the Dog defense, which was ripped for yardage in the opening quarter, starting to make plays in the second quarter near the line of scrimmage, and this time behind it. That's a good sign. The Dogs are getting into this game. They got to keep it at 20-7 and then get the ball back and see if they can score again. 4:06 to play in the second quarter. 2nd down and 12. There's a throw across the middle, and it's caught. And the Bulldogs will make a stick at the 42 on the catch by Clark. He's going to pick up about 10. And the Herons will need 2 or so for the first down on a 3rd down play. From the center of the field, Turlington to take the snap and run it right up the middle. The Bulldogs hit him. He turns off that hit and drives forward inside the 20 down to the 19. He took a solid lick and just spun off of it and made what may have been a 3 or 4 yard gain, a longer gain of about 6, maybe almost 7, to make it 2nd down and 3. Now the ball is down to the Bulldog 20. The time situation, 98 seconds to go. Chesser running the football, breaks free, and runs into the end zone for a Heron touchdown. The Bulldogs had a chance to bring him down inside the 10, but he surged into the end zone, and the Herons score their first second quarter touchdown to lead 26-7. Usually short passes, try to add on. Low snap to Turlington, forced to run, and he's gobbled up by the senior Cold out on a good two-handed tackle. Made the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 50. Cole's had an active night tonight. I say that because they're not kicking extra points. They're going for 2-pointers. Chesser into the line of scrimmage carrying the football. He's tackled to the ground by a senior, Bryson Smith. Had to work out those shoulders. Not helping me, though. Turlington being chased by Brandon Chubb, who grabs him with some help, and the Bulldogs will sack him back at the 40. Brandon Chubb probably get the credit for the tackle on that play. There's a high punt by Brantley County. The Bulldogs will back away as it takes a bad Bulldog hop, and a great one from Brantley County. I mean, that ball was hanging around the 20, and then it hit. You know how the football's shaped. And it bounces all the way down to around the 2. So the Bulldogs have to go 98 yards from the south end zone to the north to score a touchdown, down 34-7. Which would mean for only the second time in Toombs County high school history, the Bulldogs would have faced 4 straight playoff teams. Dalton McBride under center, running the football, goes to the 5, to the 10, has open space, and he's running to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, and they're chasing him to the 40, to the 35. They grab him at the 30 and bring him down at the 28. The ball came out, and here comes a penalty flag. May have been a horse collar, and Dalton tried to get up and went down. He was brought down awkwardly on a tackle from behind. The run will count down to the 25, so he went 48. Plus, 25 yards. And then 2 penalty flags on the tackle as they grabbed the shoulder pads and kind of bent him down as they brought him to the ground. So add on 15 more yards on the run by the freshman, who was trying to pull away and score a long touchdown. It would have been a 98-yard run had he made it into the end zone in the north. Instead, it's still a long run. Is that 73?
73.
Yeah, we all agree it's 73 yards. So there's another big run by the Bulldogs. Sometime tonight, kick to Jamar, runs to the 20, to the 25, coming to the near side of the 30, to the 35, breaks a tackle, goes to the 40, and barrels ahead of the 45-yard line. Dalton McBride going the whole way at quarterback because he is the only quarterback healthy at the moment for either the JV or the varsity. Hands it to Jamar. Here goes Jamar to the 50. Cuts it to the right to the 45. Breaks a tackle. Goes to the 40 and down to the 31-yard line. Jamar with his best run from scrimmage. Third down at 8 for the Toombs County Bulldogs. Bronza Jones still in at the running back position with 2:11 to go. Bulldogs also lost to Bacon on that night. McBride drops back, chunks it down the left side of Eason, and he makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. The big guy adjusted to that pass and grabbed it. The Carlos Eason, who'll be playing basketball for Chuck Hill in a couple of weeks, making a catch right there to set up the Bulldogs with 1:54 to go and a chance to score a second touchdown. Ball down at the 3-yard line. Dalton McBride putting a man in motion to the right of the formation. Looking back toward the sideline. Play clock down to 9 seconds. Bulldogs driving to the south end zone. Raises up the right leg. Takes the ball. Keeps it. Goes to the outside. And Dalton McBride goes into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. A score with 1:06 to play, a 3-yarder. Set up by a nice kickoff return by Jamar Smith. And another nice run. And, of course, a pass from McBride to Eason. Another tired of losing ball games like this. Been a tough stretch. 42-0, 38-14, 55-0, 41-6, 41-13. New QB and a snap not handled by him, and he dives for the football near the 1. The Bulldogs say they have it. Do they? Yes, they've recovered the fumble. Well, you know what? I know it's a cheap touchdown if they get it, but with all this team has been through and giving the other guy points, why not score a cheap one for yourself? The Bulldogs try to hurry right now with 44 seconds to go and get a score, down 41-13. McBride talking to Javon Edwards, who this time will set up to the left of the formation. Now he goes running off to the right side. 29 seconds to go in the game. Snap to McBride, keeping the football, moving it off to the right side and diving for the goal line and in, touchdown for the freshman Bulldog with 21.2 seconds to go.